Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. If you are not subscribed, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you are notified of all of my future videos. Today, I am going to be digging into the 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. Now, I think that this is a redo from the Christy Wright Goal Planner that used to come from Dave Ramsey. I don't think she's affiliated with Dave Ramsey anymore, so this is the new planner for 2023. If you've been watching any of my goal videos the past several months, you will know that I have kind of veered a little bit away from Power Sheets. I stopped using Power Sheets in May. I did buy the 2023 Power Sheets and I have a full review and walkthrough. I also bought the 90-day Power Sheets and I have that as well. If you want to see those videos, I will leave a link in the description box for you. I think that for me, I've just kind of been feeling like I've outgrown the Power Sheets and I don't want to be funneled into specific categories for making goals. And I felt like the Power Sheets was really funneling me in that direction. I did look at the Moxie Life as well, and I felt the same way about the Moxie Life. Yes, so I have been on the search for a new goal planner. I'm not sure if I will use this planner or not. I kind of am hoping that it would be a good planner for my husband. My husband is not one to sit down and reflect and write goals that way. He just kind of has tasks that he wants to complete. He does obviously have goals, but he's not a big introspective, jot down all the things kind of person. So I am kind of hoping that this might work for him, but I'm also really interested to see how they approach goal setting. I know that Dave Ramsey has in the past done podcast episodes about SMART goals. I tend to struggle with SMART goals a little bit because I don't always write time-bound goals or goals that can necessarily be measured in like a tangible way, because I tend to write goals based on areas of my life and wanting to improve areas of my life that you can never really finish improving. Like I never think that I can finish improving my relationships with my family or finish improving my relationship with God or finish my business goals or whatever. There's always more growth possible. And so I just like to move in a forward direction. But that was a big introduction. And I'm going to turn the camera around and take you through this planner. It does come in a box. It's just like a little cardboard box. And there's some nice gold design here, which I really like. So let's get into this goal planner. So here's the 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. This planner, it's quite large. It's like 8¼ inches by 11½ inches. It does come in this little box, which is a good, it's a nice little sturdy box. It has this gold accent. It would be nice if you're giving it as a gift to somebody. I did get this off of Amazon, and when I purchased it, it was $49.99. I did look on Amazon today when I'm filming this, which is November 6th, and it was $38.25. So it's definitely dropped down in price. If you're looking for a goal planner right now, would be a great time to get this one. But yeah, so let's get into the planner itself. Guys, I just did a full walkthrough of this planner with all of my first impressions and thoughts, and I had not turned on the camera. So this is take 2. I have really struggled with doing some walkthroughs of goal planners that are not the Power Sheets this year. I have this Get Organized HQ planner that I did a walkthrough of 3 times before I actually recorded it. So I've been struggling. Okay, this is the 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. It has this gold O-ring, which is not my favorite. However, when I did go through the planner, like 5-10 minutes ago, the pages turned relatively easily, and So I think that this is fine. This is quite a large planner. It is 8¼ by 11½ inches. It does have the reinforced corners and they are rounded, which is nice so you don't get poked. It does have gold accents on it. I don't know if there's another cover for this or not, but it does say 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. You open it up, it has a little ruler, and then it has a two-sided pocket folder. However, I don't know how much you could put in here. It's almost like it's pretty like plasticky. I don't think it's plastic, but it's that feeling paper. So I don't think it would rip easily, but I'm not sure how much paper you would be able to fit in there. 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. This planner belongs to, and then you move into this getting started section. It says a fresh start. For some, a fresh start might seem terrifying. For others, the most exciting thing, and still others, just another thing to be skeptical of. Heck, for you, a fresh start might be all of these things combined, but you're here, you've opened this planner with the anticipation of something, and we want to help you discover what it is and how to get it. And so then it talks a little bit about the monthly teaching. Each month there is a new teaching, either spiritual, relational, or financial. And then it talks a little bit about setting goals, and then the 5 essential guidelines for goal setting. Goals must be specific, goals must be measurable, have a time limit, must be your goals, and must be in writing. And then it says goal setting in all areas of life. They are wanting you to focus on a spiritual goal, a relational goal, and a financial goal. So you write out your goal, you write your deadline, and then you check off that it is specific, measurable, there is a time limit, and that you want it. Now, I said this the last time that I went through it, but I wish that there was a lot more space for fleshing out what you want your goals to be. I think that if you are to just go right into goal setting and write out your goals without actually thinking through all of this stuff, that obviously doesn't work. But I think that really what you need to do is sit down with a notebook and kind of brainstorm what you envision your year to be and the types of things that you want to work on. There is not space in the beginning of this planner to do that. So that is a con in my book. I do wish that there was more space, more questions, or at least some area to flesh out these ideas before you get to writing your goals. I think that if there was like, if you want to divide it up into these 5 sections for the essential guidelines for goal setting, it would be better used to have like one of these sections up at the top and then some notes pages. Even if you don't want to really walk people through what each section is and you just want to kind of give this little summary, you still need some notes section to work through these things. I don't like to have to use an additional notebook or printables or something else with my goal planner. I want it to be all in one book. If I'm going to spend the amount of money that I do on goal planning, then I want it to be in one book. I don't want to have to then have extra pages to work on outside of the goal planner. That is just a personal preference of mine. So it has a section for you to write your spiritual, your relational, and your financial goal. This is the only section where you write out a goal for 2023. I think that also is kind of a missed opportunity. You do have a notes page here, so you could definitely work on some of these questions or maybe do a mind map and draw out some different ideas of what you think you want to do for 2023. But again, I feel like there needs to be a little bit more space, and there maybe ought to be a space for a couple of different spiritual goals or relational goals or financial goals. Or if you only want to work on one of these each year, if there was some blank goal setting sections so that you could also have maybe a home goal or maybe an education related goal. Obviously, homeschooling is a big part of my goal setting each year as a homeschooler, and I always have specific homeschool goals for my kids and for my family. So I think that I wish that there was just a little bit more at the beginning of this planner. So then you have your notes page, which I really do like this. I think that it gives you space. I love the tending list and the power sheets, and it's something that I have recreated in my life planner, and I have added some other sections, but there's plenty of space here to write monthly actions, weekly actions, and daily habits, and have a space to track that information. I think that that would be very helpful. There isn't any sort of tracking within the planner itself besides the weekly planning pages. So then you open up to January 2023. It is a dated calendar. This is a heavy cardstock, and it does have the reinforced tabs. And then each month has a scripture or a quote relating to whatever the teaching is for the month. So in January, it is spiritual teaching. You have your monthly calendar, a little bit of a note section. It's a very neutral planner. They do have some holidays. I don't know how many holidays are listed in this planner, but it does have some printed, and it's a lighter font, so it's not like right in your face. And then you move into the monthly teaching section. And so each month has a monthly teaching section. This month is spiritual teaching. And so Rachel Cruz goes through some information, and then there is a little bit of lined space here that you can kind of reflect on the monthly teaching. And then you move into your weekly planning spreads. So when I purchased this planner, I did not realize it was a weekly planner. I honestly thought it was a monthly planner with a lot more upfront work for goal setting, because I know that Dave Ramsey has done several podcast episodes in the past. I've listened to them about setting SMART goals. And I really think they're very motivational and encouraging. So I did not realize this was a weekly planner. I don't need a weekly planner. So this is not going to work for me because I don't want to have so much space that I don't use. I've already tried to figure out how I'm going to use my home planner, which also has weekly spreads. Yes, I haven't figured it out yet. So the way that it works is it has a Monday start, and then it has 3 sections on each side. So Saturday and Sunday are in one section. At the bottom over here, it has a little place for notes, and then over here, things I'm grateful for, which I think is nice. I do like that it has the dotted line for writing. I'm really bad at writing straight, so that is very helpful. And it's very faint too. You don't really see it too much. And then a checklist for to-dos, which I also love because I am a list maker. I am a little unsure about the Saturday, Sunday. I know what they were thinking was they wanted to line up the line with the to-do section. And I agree, it would look a little silly if just on Saturday and Sunday it was directly in the middle. But it doesn't bother me on these sections, but on this section to have Saturday be a little bit larger than Sunday just seems a little bit off to me. The paper quality is really nice. It's nice thick paper. Again, it is turning quite easily. I think that if you were to leave this out on your desk, it would be a great planner to have. Again, you have your notes section at the end of the month, and then you move into the next month, your monthly calendar, and then your monthly teaching. For this month, it is relational, I believe. Yes, so February is relational, and then again some line section to reflect on what you have learned for the month. Then your weekly spreads, and then you move into March. Same thing. Monthly teaching is financial this time, and you have more line space to work on that. And I'm not reading through all of this stuff, but I am interested to read through and see what this has. I like that there is line space here that you can reflect on the monthly teaching or perhaps think about what you want to work on in the month ahead. But like I said earlier, I do wish that there was more upfront space for setting your goals. I think that the monthly teaching is great, but I think that you need a little bit more help at the beginning of the year to narrow down your focus and what you want to concentrate on. So you go through March, you get to the end of the month with your notes page, then you move into April, and then instead of having a monthly teaching for April, you have a quarterly goal check-in. So it has a little bit of encouragement over here, and then some space to answer some questions. How's it going? How are you doing with the goals you've set for yourself? What have you achieved so far? How have things changed? Have there been changes in your schedule, health, family activities, etc., that have affected the way you've been able to approach your goals? What needs to adjust and what's next? I really like that there is a quarterly goal check-in. I think that's extremely important to check in with your goals. Everybody's lives change. I feel like periodically throughout the year, there are new seasons, whether your kids are in school or you're homeschooling or just, seasons of the year. It's good to have a refresh and check in with your goals, see if you need to make any changes. Then you move into your weekly spreads again. You get to your notes section, and then you're in May and you are back to a spiritual teaching for the monthly teaching section. And then your little line section here to reflect on the monthly teaching, and then your weekly spreads again. So that's how it's going to be for each month. Your notes section, your divider page, your monthly divider with a quote or scripture, your monthly calendar, your monthly teaching. This is relational teaching for June, space to reflect on the teaching or maybe think about your month ahead, and then your weekly spreads. Financial. July is financial teaching, and then after August, monthly calendar, you move into your second quarterly check-in for the year. And then same questions, how's it going? What have you achieved? How have things changed? What needs to adjust? And then what's next? And then you move into your weekly planning pages again. I think that the weekly planning pages are great because there is enough space with this being such a large planner. I think that is helpful. So then you are September, October, you're moving into relational teaching again. November, you have financial teaching, and then you get to December and you have your final goal check-in for the year. And the questions are different. How are your goals for 2023 going? What have you achieved this year? What are you proud of? How have things changed? How have you changed? What would you have done differently this year, and what do you hope for next year? And then you move into your weekly sections. I really like to have a nice end of year reflection. I think that this is good. I probably would wait until the end of December to answer these questions as I'm thinking about 2024, which is crazy. Yes, so you get all the way to the end of the planner. There are no extra notes pages or anything in the back, no folder or stickers or anything like that. It does have a little bit about the authors, Rachel Cruz, Dr. John Deloney, and George Camel. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing these correctly or not. Yeah, so that is the 2023 Ramsey Goal Planner. I really like it. It's not going to be something that I use. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to check with my husband and see if it's something that he will want to use. It's too big for me. And again, I do not need the weekly planning pages. So that is definitely part of it, that why I wouldn't use this. But I do want to go and read through all of the monthly teachings. I actually think that that will be helpful in creating my goals for the year. I don't think that, maybe if that is what you do, instead of just reading the monthly teaching each month, maybe if you read it all at once at the beginning of the year and then reflect on what you want to work on, that could potentially work. Probably not. Maybe if you just focus on the first quarter of the year as you're setting your goals. But I really do wish that there was a little bit more space, at least more space to write out goals and maybe either write out more goals in these specific categories or have some blank category space for goals. I think only setting 3 goals for a year is interesting, because typically you see, 8 to 10 goals. Obviously you can set however many goals you want, but I do wish that there was just a little bit more space to flesh out ideas and then to practice on writing your goals. So overall, I really like this planner. And if you have questions about it, please let me know in the comments. Again, I did get this off of Amazon and it seems to be on sale right now, which is quite nice. I wish that I had waited a little bit to get it now since I paid $12 more. But yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys. Bye.